We spent all day in the kitchen and on the back porch at the Blackstone, and we're gonna share all of those recipes with you now. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. You know, I was a little upset because we had forgotten a key ingredient for what we're about to make. But then Steven said he would run to the grocery store, and he went to Ingles. And if you aren't familiar, Ingles has a Starbucks in it. And then he texted me and said, what is it that you want from Starbucks? And I was in such a good mood. No longer was I upset that I forgot an ingredient because I got iced coffee out of it. We're starting with the most important thing first, dessert.
Amen to that.
All right, so Steven found this recipe, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little intimidated because it's baking-ish. Now, we're not using the oven, we're doing it in the air fryer, but it has to do with flour and all the things, so it makes me nervous. So let's hope that my nervousness is all for nothing. But let's make some air fryer churros. So we are gonna go over to the stovetop and have some ingredients on the stovetop. First of all, 1 cup of water. We have 1/3 cup of unsalted butter cubed. I'm gonna add that in here. And we've got 2 tablespoons of sugar and then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Let's go put this on the stovetop. We're gonna do it on medium high, bring it up to a boil. So it should not take long at all.
All right, this is the fun part, babe.
Your definition of fun and my definition of fun, 2 different things.
You got this.
Okay, so we need some all-purpose flour. Steve, that's what I had run out of, and Steven had to go to the grocery store for. So we need 1 cup of that while we're waiting on that to come up to a boil. I'll measure that out. You know, that's a cup measure, but it's real close.
It's happy.
So we brought our flour over here. We're waiting on this to come up to a boil. As soon as it comes up to a boil, we'll turn it down to about medium-low. Should not take too much longer. Look at them little bubbles.
My bubbles.
Okay, we're almost there. All right, it's boiling. Let's turn it down to about medium-low, and we're gonna add in our flour. Now, this part is the part that intimidates me. So
It's happy flour, be happy, okay?
don't worry, be happy.
Yeah.
So let's add that in, plop it on in there.
It's always important to have ploppage.
I knew you were gonna say that. Okay, and we're just gonna stir it constantly with our little spatula until it forms into a dough ball. Oh, this is very quick. Okay, well, oh, I did not anticipate this. We're almost there. Okay, I think we're good. It's pretty much a ball. We're gonna turn it off. We're gonna remove it from the heat, and we're actually gonna transfer it over into a bowl and let it cool for 4 or 5 minutes. It kind of looks like mashed taters a little bit.
It kind of does. Maximum ploppage.
That was. Okay, let's let that cool for 4 or 5 minutes.
This here is a grande iced Americano with a pump of classic and a splash of half and half.
I get the brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. However, I don't use oat milk. I have them do whole milk. And it's so good.
This is like a shot in the arm.
A lot of caffeine. He's gonna be bouncing off the walls.
Woo!
I mean, it's still warm. It almost reminds me of Play-Doh at this point, but
Yeah.
we're moving on. So we need 2 eggs. We're gonna put those in there. Then we need a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Seems about right.
Precise measurements.
Yeah, I'm never too worried about vanilla extract. Now, let me move this out of there. We need to mix this with an electric mixer. There we go. I'm a little nervous.
You now want to fold it a little bit with your spatula.
Well, it says use your hands to press the lumps together and into a ball. And then we're gonna transfer it into a piping bag, which, y'all, this is the first time we've ever had a piping bag. I got the wrong tip for the piping bag. This ought to be comical, so here we go. Okay, it says use your hands, but I'm just using this because it's easy. That's a big ball. There we go. So let's put this over into the piping bag.
I'm ready.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't know that I am.
Oh, look at there.
But here
Went
we
down
go.
in there like a champ.
Yeah, I don't think all of it's gonna fit.
Like you've done this before. Mash it down in there.
I'm gonna mash it. It is gonna fit. I'm gonna make it fit. Probably not supposed to fill it up this much, but here we are.
All gone. Good job.
Oh, wait a minute. You go on down there.
Squeeze them down in there.
So it's got air in there and it won't go the rest of the way. So just go on there and we just cut it.
That's what I'm figuring. And
Okay. I'm sure that there's people watching and they're like,
you want to make sure to cut. Actually, you want to make sure to cut it so that this needs to be past that thingy-majiggies.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Look at that. Is it past it?
Yeah.
Look at there.
Done good.
Look at you.
All right, you want me to do it?
I do want you to do it.
I thought you
wanna see
wanted
what
to
this.
do it.
I mean, look, you do some, I'll do some.
Okay. They're supposed to be about 4 inches long.
Okay. Man, you're doing a good job.
It says to cut it.
Well,
Yeah, we might need to cut it because it's a little gluey. And that one's got a little tail to it. It'll be all right.
it's cute.
Okay, so I'll cut it from now on. But look at me go.
Look at that.
Like I know what I'm doing or something.
I mean, it's like you've done this before.
Now.
Good job. I need you to have a little bit more confidence.
Well, them's is cute.
They are. You're already a pro. That looks fun.
It kind of is. You want to try it?
I do.
Well, come on over here. We're tag teaming this, y'all.
Look at that. That is fun.
Okay.
And then snip the tip.
There you go.
There we go.
He's so excited.
This is cool right here. This is what you need some youngins to try to do right here.
Yeah, kids would have fun with this one. Well, you're having to squeeze a lot harder than I did.
No, I'm trying to make them plump. A little extra churro. What's they called?
Churro?
What are they called?
Churros.
Churros.
You're pitiful, baby.
Give me some slack.
Y'all, he's got a death grip on this thing. He's shaking.
I believe some of that's espresso.
It might be, babe.
Now this is fun right here. I can get behind this.
Y'all, I need to show you him shaking.
Don't be showing me shaking. Don't show my bad side.
He's shaking.
I got the shakes. You got more confidence than I do.
Apparently, and who knew?
I don't know. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Gotta hold on to it.
Look here. You're going to stay on there, Mr. Man.
All right, do another one.
We can get a
Right,
nut
right
in there.
A couple of them right there in the middle. Yeah.
But right here?
Yeah.
What you think? Look at that. I might be able to squeeze a nutting out. Maybe one more.
Okay, I was gonna say, you gotta work it all the way down there.
Work it. Oh, we're losing steam. There you go.
Boom,
All
done.
right, that's it.
Look at that. We did it, y'all. Oh, ye of little faith. And I'm talking to myself when I say that. All right, these are gonna go in the fridge for an hour before we put them in the air fryer. So I'm gonna pop these in the fridge and we'll be right back. We are gonna make an appetizer salad that I am so stoked about. My mouth is already watering. So we found this recipe online and we're kind of tweaking it to our liking. But let me tell you about the most important ingredient that we're using today, other than fresh peaches, is this balsamic. Let me turn this around and show you. This is a rosé balsamic vinegar. We got it from a local shop here in Spartanburg. It's the Palmetto Olive Oil Company. We tasted it in store and fell in love. And I think that is gonna be the star of this whole concoction. But first things first, we're gonna let Steven get us started because he's gonna grill our peaches.
Peach season is fast approaching. We got a couple of nice peaches here, but they're a little fuzzy, so we're gonna knock some of that fuzz off. And then we'll cut them in half and put them on the cast iron.
I'm excited.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a peach. Fuzzy Wuzzy was slick as a leek. Fuzzy Wuzzy
Was it
wasn't
fuzzy?
fuzzy.
Was he?
Was.
So I went by a local farm stand that had some local peaches, and these are so juicy. They're the perfect juiciness. They're the kind that when you peel them and eat them, you need to be leaning over the sink or else you're gonna get peach juice everywhere. So absolute perfection.
It won't be as smooth as the baby's bottom, but we're just gonna knock a little bit of that fuzz off as much as we can and try not to ruin it in the process. Follow me over here, darling.
Okay, I'm coming.
Cast iron skillet, medium-high heat. We'll let that come up temperature. And then we're gonna use a little bit of butter in the bottom of this pan once we're ready for it.
Okay.
All right, while our pan is coming up to temperature, we're gonna go ahead and cut these peaches open and get the pit out of them.
For those of you who are close to my age, you remember 90210, Beverly Hills 90210. They always hung out at the peach pit.
I need to do this here.
That is not nice.
I mean, it's not nice.
It's being rude.
They're always rude, but it ain't no big thing.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish that up and we'll be right back.
Come on, Steven, you don't have to be an ogre about it. Destroy it in the process. I'm trying my best to ruin this thing.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Nice. Get all that out of there. We're in good shape now.
Okay.
Over to the stover. Okay, let's see. We're coming up there.
You're so handsome.
You're so beautiful.
I like you.
I like you just a little bit.
Don't tell nobody else, okay?
Pan is still doing its thing.
You ever just put on a shirt and then there's just a stain on it and you're like, where did that stain come from? Y'all, it's a perfect circle. So something that was oily sat on that. And I have no idea what, but you know what? It's my favorite shirt, so I'm just gonna wear it. It'll be okay.
Okay, a little bit of butter into the pan. Let's get some tongs, good and coated here.
Okay.
There we go.
Now what?
Now, I want you to get this thing up there. All right, take your peach,
Okay.
and we're gonna put some of this honey all over the,
All right.
and then into the pan. Same thing here.
Nice.
What we're looking for is a good caramelized
Okay.
side here.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna rotate them every couple of minutes.
Okay.
We'll do this for
Ooh, it smells so good.
maybe
Do you
6
smell
minutes.
that?
Oh yes, it smells wonderful.
Oh my word, the peach and the honey and the butter. That's good right there.
Yes, it is. We'll probably cook these for about a total of 6 minutes.
Okay.
Just leaving them on this side. We're going to rotate them a little bit.
Okay.
And we're just, like I said, we're just waiting for that good caramelization there on the bottom.
I'm excited. While you do that, I'm going to go throw some arugula on our plates and kind of start getting the base of the salad ready.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
All right. Now, we love some arugula, but if you're not a huge fan of arugula, you could do spinach. Arugula, if you've never had it, if you're unfamiliar, it's kind of spicy, kind of peppery-ish. So, and again, if they've got really long stems, you know me and stems, we don't mix, so it's not my favorite thing. But I do like the flavor of arugula in small amounts. So this is a small little salad. I think this is perfect. Got our base. Okay.
Yeah, I've taken them off the heat.
Okay.
They've been on for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, something like that. We just don't want anything burning.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Okay.
Oh, look.
She beautiful.
That is pretty.
All right, so I'm gonna go back over there and keep working on the salad. And we'll get our burrata ready.
Sounds good.
So we've got burrata. Now, if you don't want to do burrata, you could do the little mozzarella pearls for sure. Let's add a little bit of burrata. I say a little bit, but I did a big old honking bit of it, but it's so good. All right, next. Okay, so he just brought our peaches over here and they smell and look amazing. So we've got some olive oil here. We're doing plain olive oil since we're adding the extra flavor with this rosé balsamic. And then we've got some chopped pecans on hand, so that's what we're gonna use as well.
You could use pine nuts for this too if you wanted to.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and put our peaches on there?
I do.
Okay, go ahead. Look how pretty. Look at that, babe. Telling you what, it's gonna be amazing.
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's add some chopped pecans. Okay, and now we're just gonna drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil and some balsamic. Ooh, that one got a little extra. All right, so you wanna grab us some pepper?
I do.
We're gonna top it with a little bit of pepper and then we're done. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Oh boy, this looks amazing.
It does look amazing. It smells good too.
Yes, it does. All right, let's get some peach here.
Okay, so we're eating the peach skin.
You can if you want to.
Okay.
If you don't want the peach skin, you can probably just take it off.
I'm gonna let you tell me how that is. I don't know that I've ever eaten the peach skin. I don't think I have.
Girl, you're from Carolina and you ain't never eaten no peach skin.
I always peel it. Get you some burrata too. You got some burrata?
I got
Oh, you got
Burrata. It's time to go.
everything. Okay.
Oh man. Baby.
Yeah?
You pick everything out in this.
Okay.
The honey,
Yeah.
the peach,
Yeah.
that caramelization on there just concentrates that honey. Very savory flavor there. The burrata, what a texture that is. It's
Okay.
like buttery, smooth mozzarella. And then balsamic vinaigrette, just like, that is delicious.
Okay. I'm excited.
I am super impressed with this.
Okay.
Simple salad, very light, and the you don't really. I mean, yeah, the skin's there, but it's not.
It's not overpowering?
It's not overpowering. It's not really an issue.
Okay.
You definitely want to use your knife
Yeah.
to kind of work with it a little bit here, so you can get it on.
How's
there.
that arugula?
Spicy, a little peppery.
Yeah.
But you can pick out every single ingredient.
I love it. All right. I'm gonna dig in. There we go. Oh, that's too much.
Can't be. You won't listen. That burrata is not too much. I promise you. You're gonna love it.
All right, we ready?
Yep. That is some interesting stuff right there.
I don't even know how to describe that. Fresh, very wakes up your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know
I
how
got it.
sometimes when you eat something you haven't eaten for a while, your mouth is like, whoa, you
Yeah,
know?
right.
That's kind of what this is.
Right.
In the best way possible.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this a lot.
Really good.
Ooh, all right.
Get some more of that burrata teas on there, man.
I got some on there.
Super good. Quick note, I would say make sure that your peaches are pretty ripe because you want them good and soft.
Right.
And then if you don't want, you can also put them on the grill. So if you want to go outside and grill these, you can definitely do that. Same method, in terms of ingredients, and just pop them on the little grill and let them hang out there. Get some grill marks on them. That would be good. Gives them kind of a smoky flavor to it. But yeah, I wouldn't change a thing. I love this. This is amazing. Get a little bit of that pecan action going on. It kind of, that nutty, kind of sort of earthy pecan flavor in there. Really good.
Maggie Moo. What are you doing? She said supervising. I think you should intro it.
Well, we're making a drink.
We are, because it's hot as blue blazes outside.
It is.
And we're going to be going out there in just a few minutes to make our dinner. So you need a little refreshing beverage.
Yes, we
to
do.
take with you.
We're going to use the all-time summer favorite fruit.
Yes.
I think, in my opinion, is the watermelon.
Okay.
So we can get good and hydrated.
Okay.
How about that?
So you're going to start chopping that bad boy up.
That's right. We're going to go ahead and get into this guy here.
So I need to get the blender out. I do know that, but he's going to start chopping this up. Obviously, we're not going to need the whole thing, but he's going to get to working on that, and then I'm going to grab our blender.
Sounds like a plan.
You did a fantabulous job.
Well, thank you. I aim to please. All right, let's cut her in half and then start chopping her up. We'll put her in this bowl here, and then we'll just take whatever we want, and then the rest of it we can snack on later.
That's right. It can be alongside of our churros that we're going to... We still haven't... They've been in the fridge all afternoon.
Yep.
It's been a long day. We're going to enjoy all kinds of good food here in a little bit.
Absolutely.
It looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, it's a miracle we have any in that bowl with the amount that we're snacking.
I'm telling you what.
As he's cutting it up. It's so good. I love watermelon. Oh my goodness, I love watermelon. All right, so once you're done with that, we'll just cut some limes in half. We've got some fresh mint over there. And then we also have some sparkling water, just plain sparkling water. And that's that's our little refresher that we're gonna be making, our little mocktail.
Yeah, there you go. All right. What's next, baby?
All right, I guess just go ahead and cut those limes in half and then maybe chop up just a little bit of this mint. We really don't know. We're just kind of playing around with this, so we don't know how much of each thing to do. But while he's doing that, I'm going to start adding some of this watermelon over into the blender because I know that's the majority of what we need is watermelon. So here we go. Maggie Moo is still back there supervising, in case you can't see her. She's back there, but since she's a black cat, she kind of blends in all the time. All right, should we blend some of that first?
No, I think we just pour everything in there and let it blend up together.
Okay, well then.
We'll let the blender do the work.
Here.
You want me to juice some limes, don't
I
you?
do. How much do you think we should do? I say let's do 1.5.
What does
or 1. I don't know. There's no specifications on how much of each thing. So
well,
maybe do 1.5, and then we can always add the last half if we need it.
There you go. It's gonna be real citrusy.
Well, we like that. There you go.
How about some mint?
You're just gonna tear it
Yeah.
and add it in.
Just tear it in there.
That's gonna brighten it up a good bit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know how much we need. Well, again, we're just
Yeah, we're just winging it here.
we're wanging it.
Wanging it, swanging it. A swang and a miss, maybe.
I hope not. All right, so this is about to, what we're gonna do is just blend all of this up, and then we're gonna put some ice, and then we're going to pour the juice in, and then pour some sparkling water over it, and just kind of mix it all in together.
I'll say that's enough.
Okay, yeah, that's probably good.
We can always add more watermelon
Yeah.
if we want to balance it out some.
Do it
Here
to
we
it.
go.
There you go. Look at you.
Do I need to keep
You're good.
cutting?
No, you're good.
I'm good.
Now it's in there.
All right, look at that.
All right, turn it on. You can
And
do
then
whichever
pulse
one you
it.
want.
Let's pulse.
Okay, do it to it.
Ooh, that's a little too much, isn't it?
How about you share some here?
Just realize that. Don't do as I do.
Right, there you go. That's probably good.
There,
Yeah, look at that. Perfect.
Now we do this. Got a little too rambunctious there.
Ambitious.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at it fizz. Ooh, and then maybe a mint leaf on top too.
Maybe for
Just for,
a little extra.
just to be fancy, you know? Look at that. Just look at that. Okay, let's get some straws. We gotta taste this. Let's put this in the cabinet. We're a little nervous. This is true taste test right here.
Yep.
We have no clue.
Have no idea. Totally winged it pretty.
Winged it. Wung it.
Wung it. We wunged it.
All right, are you ready? I don't know. What do I got on me? Oh, it's probably from when I was eating all of that watermelon just now. Yeah.
All right. You want to give her a try?
I'm nervous. Are you nervous?
I'm standing beside you. I can't be too nervous.
Okay, you ready?
Let's go. Ready?
Oh, we got a tink.
Oh, yeah.
Tink. All right. Hey, that's not bad.
That is really good.
It's very refreshing.
That is really good.
It's got the perfect amount of mint in it.
Yeah.
Ooh, honey, you did good.
Baby, what you talk about? That is good.
Really good.
Super refreshing. Just a little bit of that lime juice in there. The mint's coming through, but not like overpowering. It's just enough to cool it down and to
brighten it.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Shoot. That is good.
That's really good.
Man.
Look how pretty. All right.
Super good. And we didn't add any additional sweeteners or anything.
No, it doesn't need it.
I'm going to put a spray more in there. Man,
all right, you want some more sparkling water?
Absolutely.
This is good stuff.
Splash me some of mine in there. Ooh, man, that's some good stuff right there.
Well, y'all,
We ain't gonna tell nobody else. We don't want nobody else to make
I
that.
gotta make that. That's so easy and so good.
That is amazing.
We're gonna be nice and hydrated.
That is amazing. Yeah. We got some left. We got all that watermelon in here.
I know.
We got this whole daggum bottle. Now that we got our refreshing mocktails, we can get out there. Gonna start cooling off here in a little bit.
It's currently 90 degrees outside.
Yep.
You know, no big deal. It's the humidity that'll get you though.
Oh yeah.
Hold
Smack
on.
you right in the mouth.
Ziggy, what is the humidity right now? It's only 33% today.
Yeah, the rest of that humidity that was here
The other
earlier
day
got
it was
burned up, I
yeah,
guess.
it did. The other day it was 80-something%. She's still over there just talking.
Ziggy about to get us banking.
We're gonna get the ingredients together to make dinner on the Blackstone. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Y'all, tonight we're gonna have something that I bet many of you haven't had yet, and that is Smashburger Tacos.
Look, I'm all for it. This has been a viral thing going around, and
Yeah.
so we decided we were going to jump in on it. So here
Let's
we go.
try it. First thing we need to do is make the sauce. It's
Yeah.
gonna go on top. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get that started. So we'll start off with about a half a cup of mayonnaise, half a cup-ish.
Of Duke's.
That's right.
It's got to be Duke's.
Duke's mayonnaise. I think that's probably good enough.
That's probably good.
All right, a teaspoon of paprika. All right, let's see if we can get this going here.
The exact measurement of eyeballing it.
That's right. Dump it in there.
That's probably a teaspoon. Oh,
Ooh.
or more.
It's a little more. It's gonna be a little red. All right.
We need garlic powder, onion powder.
Now we need a little bit of onion powder. This is half a teaspoon, so let's go in with that.
That might be, it might be clumpalicious.
Oh,
We
it
have to-
clumped up.
That thing, it clumps up. I have to beat on it every single time.
Come on, Stephen. Don't be so afraid.
Yeah, what you scared of?
All right, half a teaspoon of garlic powder.
We love some garlic powder.
That's right. We can have a little bit more mayonnaise if we need to balance it out some.
Yeah.
All right, now we've got a teaspoon of mustard, yellow mustard. Better shake it up.
I was going to say, you're going to get water.
Now we need 2 tablespoons of minced pickles. Now, the recipe we're using says bread and butter, but look here.
We don't do no bread and butter.
Ain't no
pickles.
bread and butter in this house, y'all.
No, only deal.
Only deal. Somebody just said amen right there.
All right, so he's going to chop those up. And then we also need just a little bit of this pickle brine. So I'm going to pour that in there real quick while he's doing that. There we go. Just a little bit.
All right, we're adding a tiny little bit of the Dove sauce. Here we go. A tiny little bit.
Yep.
That's
Only a
tiny
quarter
little bit.
teaspoon. You
Look
better
here,
stop.
I read
Stop.
tiny, but look, we're going to just...
It says quarter teaspoon. And then
Now
need to
we've
add
got
these
this.
in.
I really put the mince on this now. I'll put the mincer on it.
Well, so this is very similar to like the Big Mac sauce,
Yeah,
right?
very similar. Matter of fact, I mean, you could just use the Big Mac sauce
Yeah.
if that's what you wanted to do.
Oh, it's pretty. You got to taste it now.
I'm going to. I'm going to taste it. Man, that looks good. All right, all important taste test. Matter of fact, we got some seasonings here on the thing we need to wipe off.
Don't put that spoon back in there.
Oh, man.
Is that good?
Yeah,
All right. Awesome.
that is really good. That's better than the Big Mac sauce,
Well, good.
but it's very similar to it.
Okay.
I think we would add some like onions to it or something like that.
Yeah.
It'd be a little closer, but that onion powder really does come through. I don't know, it's very similar to the Big Mac sauce. It really is. Real
Excellent.
close.
All right. So that's going to go on our Smashburger Tacos.
That's right.
Let's start making them because I'm hungry.
I'm hangry.
We used the help of bagged shredded lettuce today.
Yeah.
And then he just finely minced up or diced up one of our homegrown maters.
Yep.
And now he's going to chop up or dice up some
And you can
red
use
onion.
whatever toppings you want. You can go minimalistic. There's somebody out there right now that says, I just want a burger and cheese.
And
I'm
that's
putting that
fine.
else on.
Right.
Well, if that's what you want, you gourd right ahead.
Gourd head.
You gourd ahead.
All right. This is the cheese that we're using today. It's just Munster cheese, right?
Well, I mean, is that what it says?
I think that's how you pronounce it, is what I'm saying.
Well, you know we probably ain't
We probably
pronouncing
say it
that
wrong. Correct.
I mean, right.
Right.
Right. I'm going super duper 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 small here. I want them really diced up.
Okay.
Super thin.
Well, you keep doing that,
We almost done. It's about time.
and I'm going to enjoy this.
Okay, I'm just kind of testing to see how much meat we've got for each of these balls that I initially grabbed. I want them all the same size, and I want them a little bigger.
So that they will kind of fill up the
Spread.
tortilla. Yeah.
Right.
So we've got 80-20 here. You want high fat content.
That's right. And we don't want to be mashing them now too much. We don't want to be
You don't want to mix them
really
too much.
massage them and
Yeah.
all that too much. We just enough to keep them together and form a ball.
Okay. Grill master, tell me something.
We're about to get ready to smash them burgers on there.
All right.
That's what we're gonna do. We've got our smasher.
That's the technical term.
And we've got our wax paper.
Yep.
Got to have it. Never leave home without your wax paper. All right, this is almost ready.
Okay.
We got it medium-high heat. We're not using any oil.
Okay.
Smash burgers, you don't do that.
Right.
Because of high fat content, you don't need it. We're just going to go right now. We have not seasoned these. These are unseasoned,
But they will be seasoned.
but they will be seasoned. Once we put them on, we flatten them out real good. We're going to use this steakhouse burger seasoning from Spice Titan.
So let me tell y'all really quickly, Spice Titan has been so kind to give me a discount code for y'all. I'm not an affiliate, I'm not earning anything. He's just very kind to reach out and say, hey, here's a discount code if they want to order anything. So if you use code Mandy15, you will get 15% off of your entire order from Spice Titan. Just go to spicetitan.com.
All right, here we go. They're cooked about 70% through, which is what we want. Now we're going to take them, flip them. So here we go, cheese on, cutting the heat off.
Okay.
We're done cooking.
Okay.
All right, throw our tortilla on.
Lovely. Okay, so you were just heating it just for a second.
Just for a second.
Okay. I like it.
That's all we wanted to do.
Okay.
All right, here we go. First things first, the sauce. Right across the top there, just like that. Scrumptious, doesn't it?
It does. I'm hungry. Let's eat.
You just fold it up
Like a taco.
like a taco.
She's beautiful.
I'm ready for this. Let's do it. Wow, that is tremendous. That sauce is amazing.
Good.
Very much like the Big Mac sauce.
Right.
Yes, I can see why this is like very trendy right now. Super easy to make.
Yeah.
You don't have a whole lot of bread, you know, like you do with buns and stuff.
Right.
The bread is different. A little bit of crispiness on the tortilla, not too much because we didn't leave them on there long, but just long enough.
Yeah.
That is really good.
Good.
If you were afraid about them getting too soggy and tearing, you could use multiple tortillas
Sure.
if you wanted to.
But I don't think we're really having that issue.
Not yet, but they could get a little soggy if you're not careful.
Okay.
You could always crisp up the tortillas if you wanted to make them a little more resilient.
Okay. So if mine doesn't get soggy, I'm going to dig in. We'll be back.
What do you think about that? Good stuff, huh? Super juicy. The sauce is incredible. I think that sauce is just richer than what you would find at the restaurant.
My brain is confused
Right.
because I'm holding it like a taco,
Yeah.
but it's very burgerish.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a little confused, but my taste buds are happy. I do know that much.
Look at our drinks, how they're settling. We need to
know.
stir them.
Oh,
See that?
yeah. It's time to stir it, so
All right. Let's dig in.
let's do
I
that.
love y'all, but we're going to eat. Bye. So I'm just spraying my air fryer baskets because it's time for churros, y'all. So these have been in the fridge for many hours. We made these a lot earlier today. You want to put them on your air fryer basket and keep them about a ½ inch apart.
Now, do you have to spray those with oil too?
Yes, we will.
All right. They look great. The texture of them must look really good.
Yeah, it does. Okay, there's one. Let's see if we can fit all the rest of them on this one. I'm excited to try these.
I am too. I'm super
I
stoked.
hope they turn out okay. Look, we got one left now. I got to finagle this a little bit.
Finagle. I believe it'll go right there.
And this is what I'm going to do right here. Boom.
Ah, Tester's champion.
I really am. So I'm going to take these over here so I don't make too big of a mess. I've got olive oil spray. I am going to spray the tops of these. This is just going to help them crisp up a little bit. And I'm running out of olive oil spray.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to have to use this one, which is fine. Okay. Now, these go in the air fryer. So we're just going to air fry these at 375 for about 10 to 12 minutes until they're about a golden brown. So we added a few more minutes to them just so that we could get a golden brown. So I think they're done. And now we need to sprinkle on some cinnamon sugar. You can definitely just make your own, but we're going to use Spice Titan's cinnamon sugar. It's sugar, honey, cinnamon, nutmeg, and cocoa. So it's a souped up cinnamon sugar. We're excited. I'm gonna pop them on here and then we'll sprinkle them. Teamwork makes the dream work.
I'm a little bit excited.
Oh, we got two more.
Two more. Can't leave them behind.
Okay. So let's coat them in some cinnamon sugar.
baby.
We've got some Nutella here that we're gonna dip them in.
Super excited about this.
I mean, they look beautiful.
Yes, they do.
Okay, let's put it down.
Put her down.
I warmed up the Nutella just a little bit,
Here,
and
I'll
it's.
give you the one that looks better.
Oh, thanks. You're so sweet.
Well, you're welcome.
Look at that. All right, they're a little hot.
They are. My fingers is done burnt off.
Mine have too. Stink.
That's good.
Oh, good.
You know what it remind me of?
What?
Funnel cake.
It does taste kind of like funnel cake.
It reminds me a little bit of that funnel cake.
Yeah, especially with that Nutella. I don't know that I've ever had churros before. Are they supposed to be crunchy? Because ours aren't crunchy. They've got a little crisp on the outside, but they're soft on the inside.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right or not.
I need a little bit more crunch to them, I think.
I don't know.
But I mean, it's super delicious.
It really does remind me of a funnel cake.
Yeah. A little powdered sugar on there and you wouldn't even know the difference.
I ain't mad at it either. It kind of makes me think of the fair.
It does.
When does the fair come to your town? Our fair comes to town in October, usually the second week, I think, in October. It's right around my birthday. And one of my favorite things to get is funnel cakes. So I wonder if they have churros at the fair. I'm gonna have to look this year. We'll have to compare it. So I'm guessing you probably should fry these for them to be true churros, but I like the fact that we could air fry them. If you are needing some more inspiration this summer to have some really great summer recipes, don't forget to subscribe. We've got a lot more coming your way. And then also give this video a thumbs up. Bye, y'all.